My name is John Breakdown, and we are live as my son is playing with his trains. He had a late nap, so that's why he's a live wire. But getting right straight into the action, yesterday was the trade deadline, and Rashid Aid, if I pronounce that right, went from the Saints to the Seahawks, penny a physical. Quinn Williams, the defensive tackle for the New York Jets, obviously their best player, went to the Dallas Cowboys, and Sauce Gardner went to the Colts, and I think the Colts gave up way too much to get him. And obviously the one aspect of that Jets team that won it out, Priest Hall was going to be a Chief, but the Jets wanted a third-round pick. The Chiefs offered a fourth-round pick, and so that didn't work out, unfortunately. So I kind of wish that we could have gotten a better running back. Not saying, Kareem Hunt and, Isaiah Pacheco haven't done a great job for the Chiefs, but it's going to be a uphill climb going forward. I'm also surprised that Jalen Waddle is still a Miami Dolphin. I'm still shocked that Tua is still a Miami Dolphin. I thought for sure that, Tua was... Hi, Bubba's. Can you... Ow! I'm still shocked that Tua is with the Dolphins. And you're absolutely right, Prime. Seattle got a hell of a steal. And so in this contest, as the road to the Super Bowl continues here, so I had to restart my franchise mode because I couldn't get any of the players that I wanted.
It's the Commanders and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden Football. Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed...
And I think the Cowboys got help on defense, which they sorely need. But I don't think I don't think the Cowboys did enough to really save their season and save Brian Schottenheimer's job. And on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a 20-minute college football podcast. It'll be late in the afternoon. It'll only be 20 minutes because I'm trying to spend more time with my family. I'm trying to not do like an hour podcast, especially throughout the week. I don't get to see Steph that much because she's either running errands, doing school, so I don't really get to see her much. And then when I do, I'm either wanting to game or she's asleep.
I'm 26 weeks pregnant. I don't know what to tell you.
I know you're 26 weeks pregnant with us. By the way, our daughter will be here in the world within 2 months, which I'm actually scared to actually bring her into the world with how our country's going. But on the good news, we're getting a replacement car seat for Bash free of charge. Bash, no sir.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss.
I apologize, my son is stimming.
Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend.
Yoink, thank you.
What a bad start on the third play. And he is going to score.
And I don't think the Commanders traded anyone. You're absolutely right. I said that the Colts gave up way too much for Sauce Gardner because, look, I get that Daniel Jones has rejuvenated his career, but I don't think that he's what you want in a franchise quarterback. I'm sorry. And, you also need to think about the wide receiver position that you have. You're going to need better wide receivers.
And on the heels of the pick six, the offense comes onto the field sooner than they intended. They're going to try to make it 8-0.
And hi, Bubba's. And my son is talking to our dogs who are asleep on our bed. His vocabulary is really coming along great. When I was in the kitchen earlier, he's like, "What you doing, Dad?" I'm like, "I'm just getting a cup of milk." The Commanders really should have tried to look. I get that you want to keep Terry McLuhan, but I would have sold some of my pieces on defense, you know, just to try to get some like draft capital. But you know, and you know, part of me kind of hopes that the Chiefs don't make the playoffs. That way, we can get a better draft pick. You know, because this run of greatness has a cost. Hi, Bubba's. And, you know, I really think the favorite in the NFC, because the Eagles look mortal. They don't look like the same Eagles team that won the Super Bowl. I mean, Jalen Hurts has played adequate. Saquon Barkley doesn't look like the same Saquon Barkley that rushed for over 2,000 yards last season. And I'm surprised they didn't trade Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown. Instead, they traded John Mechie to the New York Jets. How do you do that to Mechie? Mechie's bounced around the league this year.
Very little resistance, and he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning.
Yes, they did.
Great example of first down efficiency.
And I believe the Ravens got a good player from the Titans in a pass rusher. Yeah, so I got Adam Thielen here. But you want to know what team that's really surprised me, Prime, has been the Carolina Panthers. No, Bobby, stop messing with my headset. Oh, I got sacked. Damn. You know, the Ravens are surging, but they still don't look like the same Ravens team. Lamar Jackson's still not back yet. I honestly think the MVP oh man, he had it and he dropped it. You know, I don't think Aaron Rodgers.
They do go for it. It's Jones. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
I'm surprised the Raiders didn't trade Max Crosby, because Crosby could have gotten them some serious draft capital.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second and 7. Throwing, Jones. Get this complete. It's Thielen over the middle. And they'll take this down inside.
And like I love Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, but I would have traded them to get some draft capital.
We'll be back in Baltimore.
They should have, because Chuba hasn't really done much this year. It's been that other running back that they have, and also Bryce Young's balling out, man. Like, if I'm a Dolphin fan, I would rather have Bryce Young over Tua any day. And my son is chasing our dogs now. And, you know, just like you, Prime, it's been my dream to be kind of a football analyst, football coach. I'm hoping next year with the middle schools that I can try and, you know, be like a walk-on assistant.
To know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
This opening drive, it has been a part. Now
And so here we go, play action here.
It's first and goal. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
That was a bad throw, Jones. Also, speaking of Mac Jones and the San Francisco 49ers, Christian McCaffrey's looking like his old self.
But being physical enough.
Powering forward. He's in. Najee
And also this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget LSU versus Alabama, Najee Harris.
for 7 for him on the year.
I think Najee's with the Chargers now, isn't he?
Kept the ball. Greg, they
I don't know where Najee's playing at now. I know Pittsburgh let him go. I know Josh Jacobs is with the Packers. I don't know who has Najee Harris. Maybe the Colts?
But in this case, give
I have no idea where he ended up.
drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
And so here we go. But now, Prime, let me ask you.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field
Murray should be traded, yes. I think Jacoby Brissett's not that better. I think Murray should have went to baseball. He would have been better in baseball.
Look at this graph. Second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB.
Man, so now here we go. The Ravens have the football here in the second quarter. Montez Sweat. I really think the Commanders should have never gotten rid of Montez Sweat. They blew up that whole defense that Ron Rivera had.
But they've done more than their
They traded Jonathan Allen.
Second down and fake the handoff and hold on to it. He's going nowhere.
Okay, so Najee's been injured this season.
timing has to
I don't know if he signed. I don't know how long his deal is,
a lot of the times defenders can get in the
but I don't think he's a good fit. You know who I feel for is Cam Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbo
Down for a second.
and Jackson Dart
a turnover. This was probably the worst case scenario.
and Javon Kinlaw.
In his face with no
I mean, my God, he got after the quarterback.
ball out of your
Rumble, big man, rumble. Look at that, just beautiful.
He retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
But, I feel for Cam Scatterbo. I feel bad for Jalen Daniels. I honestly think Washington is just a snake-bitten franchise because, whenever they get a good quarterback like RG3 and Jaden Daniels, they get hurt. I remember when RG3, they had won the NFC, they went to the playoffs, and he destroyed his leg. And that was because of Jay Gruden. Shocked Houston didn't trade who? Nick who?
They'll come up here. First and 10.
Nick who? I couldn't see your whole quote, Prime.
On play action, it's Jones. He'll let this go.
Oh, almost interception.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought
Nico Collins?
a critical stop. The mantra down here
Or-
for defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals.
And 3rd and 9 now as the Commanders trying to make something useful here in their
Takeaway.
Third and 9.
drive. They're trying to drive here.
Jones operating out of the pistol. This is caught at the 2.
Exactly, just like how I thought that,
Thielen.
if you watch that game between Alabama and Tennessee,
Here, if you're the defense,
how that quarterback injured his neck in that game, I thought Tennessee should have put the backup in. And I think, they should have just let Marcus Mariota play. I think that Jaden Daniels rushed back too soon. And,
quarterback working.
hopefully he comes back to play. But, we don't know if he's going to be the same quarterback. We don't know if Cam Scatterbo is going to be the same running back for the Giants. And I missed the blooming field goal. Fuck me.
It's no good. It's his second miss.
Bad kicker.
And the score stays right where it is.
But, thinking of the trade deadline, I'm surprised,
Boswell
I'm surprised no one tried to get Kirk Cousins from the Falcons.
Here's Hines now to return.
But I don't think no one wants to pay that contract that Atlanta's on the hook for.
More offense getting set for their next drive.
And so we're about to approach the 2-minute warning here on the roundtable here with John Breakdown. I'm joined by the one and only primetime Sean Centers as my co-host. The Jets almost traded Breece Hall to the Chiefs, but and Asante Samuel Jr. just like his daddy. Oh, that was beautiful. And do that stinky leg there, Asante. Put some stank on that ball. And Steph's over here like, what are you talking about? What do you know about the stanky leg?
Stanky leg was stupid back in high school. It's stupid now.
Ouch.
It's literally called stinky leg.
And so Chris Boswell, the former Pittsburgh punter, I think the Vikings should sign Asante Samuel Jr. But no, Breece Hall was almost a Chief. The Jets wanted a 3rd-round pick. The Chiefs tried to haggle and give them a 4th-round pick, and the Jets were like, no. Which, at this point, the Jets are the worst team in the National Football League. They need all the draft capital they can get. And Breece wanted it out of there. And I think Breece is on like a 1-year deal. I think he'll be a free agent. And speaking of Bryce Young is the quarterback for the Ravens. But now, you have to ask yourself, if Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen doesn't win a Super Bowl this year, are they a bust? Will they be forever like Jim Kelly? And Fran Tarkenton of the Vikings. Yes, they did. And the Jags are a really good football team. Trevor Lawrence is balling out.
He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And so right now the Ravens running 1-4 here.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young.
But here's a scary thought. You know who could possibly be in the Super Bowl this year? The New England Patriots. Mike Vrabel has turned that team around. Drake May is making all the New England fans forget Tom Brady.
Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first.
Like, that young kid is becoming a superstar before our very eyes. And you know what? He can ball out. And the players love Vrabel. Vrabel is a player's coach. I thought Tennessee did a horrible thing in letting him go because he had changed that culture. Tennessee was a perennial playoff team. They blew up that team. They traded Derrick Henry to the Ravens and Ryan Tannehill. I think Ryan Tannehill retired. And now Bryce Young gonna use his legs.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout.
And they're going to go for the field goal.
And the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick.
And so the Ravens get on the board. And Steph is just looking at me like, okay, wrap it up, wrap it up.
I'm not even listening
And that's
to
a
you.
really nice boost here before the break. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you work well, you're able to steal some points.
Is that all that you hear coming out of my mouth? It's just like womp 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 womp. You realize it's statistics, right? Ouch.
I don't care about sports. I'm not a sports girl. I'd rather play the sport than watch it or listen to it.
You want to go play putt-putt once we're out of the hole?
We all know that I'd still beat you in that too.
You know what? You've all look. The one time we tried to play putt-putt golf, we couldn't do it. You were beating me.
I got a hole in one, and the one time that you got a hole in one, Bash took it out of the hole.
Yes, he did.
He's like, no, not the mama.
Get right back to it. as we'll get ready for the third quarter.
But I think the worst team in the league is going to be the Jets, and I think the Jets will have the first overall pick.
Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across.
Green Bay has a running back. Josh Jacobs just hasn't been healthy. And I still can't believe Lamar Jackson's with my Kansas City Chiefs there. Hi, Bubba's.
Touchdown passes to this point this season.
You all right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and Najee Harris gonna try and find that right angle. Hi, Bubba's. Hi, Bubba's. And so, right now we're up 28-3, but I really... Hi, Bubba's.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So if we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half.
I'm shocked, too. I'm shocked, you know, they didn't try to trade DK Metcalf. DK just hasn't looked the same. Hi, Bubba's. Bubba's, can you go say hi to Mama?
On play action, it's Jones.
Oh, and Thielen got open.
Out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Here's Harris.
And another first down here for Washington. You know, I was shocked at how well the Colts have been. Also, let's not forget about the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold and Seattle have done fantastic. Well, I think Tony Pollard has a lot of baggage with him, which is why no one took him. And also, you got to remember what the Titans were actually paying him. Hi, Bubba's. Are you going ring around the rosy? Yes, you are. And there you see at the bottom of your screen, 41-30, Seattle and San Francisco. And right now the Ravens may be going 1-5 here. And I think John Harbaugh will be getting fired here. Hi, Bubba's.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Hi,
You know, but like I honestly think that Miami should have traded Jalen Waddle and Tua Tagovailoa because Tua doesn't want to be there. I think Mike McDaniels has lost the locker room. You've already seen your GM fired. If I'm the owners of the Miami Dolphins, at the end of the season, I go out and I hire Lane Kiffin because Lane Kiffin has had the #1 offense in college the last 4 straight seasons. And he's played the position, and that way Miami has an identity, has some culture, because they don't have that right now there in South Beach.
Hi, Dada. Hi, Dada.
Hi, Bubba's.
Hi, Dada. Hi, Dada.
I think Mike McDaniel, I think the honeymoon is over. He had one great season. I think he lost the locker room. I think Tua lost the locker room. I think Tua has become a prima donna because he didn't act that way when he was at Alabama, because Nick Saban would have been on his ass. He would have benched him. He would have benched him for not just one game. He would have benched him for like 3. And maybe Tua would have gotten his head out of his ass.
Set up the offense with a short field.
Ooh. And, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys here. Dak Prescott's having a great year. He had a horrible game the last game. I mean, and also this past time, he lost to the Arizona Cardinals. He got outdueled by Jacoby Brissett. Is Dak Prescott still elite, and does he still command the money that you think he deserves?
This one taken in by Reynolds. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the
Because I think the Cowboys need a new quarterback. I think Brian Schottenheimer deserves the chance to draft his own guy.
finding room to the 20. And he's going to be taken down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think
But I'm going to leave that question up to you guys, the viewers.
the offense is kind of saying, oh,
Prime, what do you think? Prime, do you think Dak Prescott will be a Cowboy after this season?
But it is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, like Trayvon Diggs hasn't been helpful. I mean, he's been injured.
From the gun, it's Jones. And the Commanders are looking at a first and goal. He's taken down.
And Stover getting, I don't know. Maybe Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Najee Harris
And they're going to challenge.
from Washington. That's a 2-touchdown for him. Numbers 7 and 8.
And I don't think we broke the plan. I think that ball's coming back. Man, I got to work 9 to 2 tomorrow. You want a drink, Bubba's?
So that
Yep, I kind of figured.
successful one. Second and goal. Now Jones.
Oh, and Smith Jr. had it. It popped out of his hands. And so heading into the final quarter of play, this has been pure domination here by the Washington Commanders over the Baltimore Ravens here in the Battle of the Beltway, as it's been 35-3. Bryce Young has had a horrible game. 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, only a field goal.
The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. Here's Jones to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up.
And 4th and goal.
They got him.
defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield.
Hi, Bubba's.
He was able to get through his progression to his check down.
Hi, Bubba's. You want a drink?
Time, and that's all the pass.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Najee Harris, touchdown Commanders.
Oh, Bubba's.
That is second touchdown.
Bubba's, you tired?
of the afternoon.
No? Okay, you just want to snuggle up with Dada? Okay.
It's a touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk.
My son's become.
Let's get out with the win.
You know, the Bears, Caleb Williams and that team has something they didn't have last year, ladies and gentlemen. The Bears have an offensive line. They have an identity. And I'm going to miss the field goal. Oh, nope, made it.
Is good.
Barely made it.
Commanders will add one more onto their big lead.
And so now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do my mercy rule here.
So a win here.
And so here we go, 42-3. Yeah, Bubba's. Bubba's, it is night time.
Season as they remain unbeaten.
And so we improve 6-0 here.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson.
And glad to have each and every one of you on here. A big shout out to primetime Sean Sanders. Prayers for him and his family. Prayers go out to each and every one of you guys.
So long, everybody.
And for all you football fans, don't forget this Saturday, LSU, Alabama. The Tigers come to Tuscaloosa. Can Alabama continue their unbeaten streak since losing to Florida State? They've won 7 games in a row. And will Texas A&M remain unbeaten Same with Indiana and the Ohio State, because I believe Indiana is getting ready to play Ohio State. I believe this weekend. If I were the Jets, and if Ty Simpson decides that he wants to come out of college, I would draft Ty Simpson or Diego Pavia out of Vanderbilt, or I would draft the quarterback out of Indiana, Mendoza. So I will see you guys on Saturday. Same breakdown time, same breakdown place. And I hope you smash this like button. If you're new, please subscribe. And I hope you all have a good Thursday. Bash, stop making a mess, kid. Stop it. So I will see you guys, same breakdown time, same breakdown place. Good night, everybody.